Hello everybody and welcome back to the Celtic FC 25 career mode. I have a confession to make, lads. I have made a bit of a mistake. So, as you can see here, we have a Scottish Cup final coming up against Rangers for the second year in a row in this series. And you might be sat there wondering, Joe, the last time we tuned in, you were in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. How come we're already at the final? So lads, I have had one of the most stressful days ever when it comes to this career mode. I had all of the episode that was supposed to go up recorded, started to edit it, and it was all going to plan in terms of sticking to the schedule that we had this week. So the plan was to have Season 2 end on Friday. However, Season 2 will now be ending today. Because as I was editing together the clips, my PlayStation completely shat the bed and I lost all the footage. So disheartening. There was one game in the last episode that I'm gutted you will not be able to see because it was an absolute classic. We beat Hibs 5-3 away from home. It was absolutely just... You would have heard a different side of me to anyone who's new to the channel. If you go back and watch the Turl United series in FIFA 22, you will hear me getting quite cross at times. I feel like that's yet to happen in this series, but the one time it did happen, I lose the footage. I can only apologise, lads. I'm so annoyed at myself. I don't know what actually happened. It's the first time in a while that that's happened. It happened once during the Oxford career mode, but thankfully I had a backup save where I could have gone back or where I went back, I should say, and I was able to replay one of the games. But with this, the backup save was up to the same point as the main save, so I couldn't I couldn't go back and play any of the games again, which was a shame. But yeah, also what happened was we actually won the league. So we have won, I should say, a record-breaking 56th Scottish League title. Now, thankfully, we haven't lifted the trophy yet. We have 2 games left in the season, both against Rangers, one here in the league at Celtic Park. So Rangers are going to watch us lift the record-breaking title right in front of them. We've smashed their record, and then we have them in the Scottish Cup final the week after. Oh, lads, the sweat has been out through me. You have no idea how frustrating it is. If we just go over to the calendar here, just bear with me a second. So where am I going? This is where I'm going here. So this will give you an idea of the games that we played. We beat Ross County 3-0 in the Scottish Cup final. We actually lost to Aberdeen at home. We played the highlights. They scored a penalty in that and we lost 1-0. There was that game that I mentioned against Hibs, 5-3, absolute classic. Honestly, if I could have just had the footage of that game, I would have been happy. It was such a shame that it's gone now. We lost 2-1 to Hearts, which was also annoying, but then we ended up beating Motherwell 5-1, which did seal the title, but we didn't lift the trophy. That has been saved for the last game of the last home game of the season here against Rangers. So yeah, thankfully we will still get to see the trophy being lifted. That was the main thing I wanted to make sure that we were able to show you in the league, and then we have the Scottish Cup final afterwards. And breathe, Joe, and breathe. It has been a stressful time. You've no idea. I'm just glad that this is the first hiccup we've had, and I can learn from it and hope that that doesn't happen again. But also, it makes me more aware now of keeping the 2 saves at different stages to make sure that if that ever happens again, I can play a game again to make sure that you guys get to see it. But yeah, unfortunately, that footage has been lost, but at least we have 2 games here as I knock over my Lucasade where we can lift trophies against Rangers. So without further ado, let's get into this final game of the season in the league against Rangers where we can lift the Scottish League title. Actually, sorry, before we do that, good news, Adam Ida is back from injury, so he will be able to take part in the Scottish Cup final. He won it in real life in 2024, he won it for us in the first season of this career mode, and now he has a chance to make that a three-peat. It's a bit of a rainy day here in Glasgow, but it's not going to dampen our parade here. We have decided to pick the highlights feature to play this game against Rangers because, as I say, we already have won the league. This is just a case of lifting the trophy for a record-breaking 56th time. You love to see it. Days and Maida, he had an absolute blinder in the footage that we lost as well. In that game against Hibs, he scored 3 and assisted 2, so I was really, really happy with that. Excuse me, he's been one of my favourite players to use in this entire series. Johnston there, the captain. He'll be the one lifting the trophy. But there's our team. We can skip the pleasantries. Excuse me, I keep burping. My apologies. And let's hope we can get 3 points here, though, on the final day of the Scottish League season. We do get the first attack here with Hatate, who also actually did quite well in those games. Felt like he went a bit quiet for a while, but he turned up when it mattered. Oh, good ball. It's Kuhn. Oh, it's a good save. But Kyogo for Hashi. He's had to step up in Adamida's absence, and he's done just that. His numbers are still amazing for Hashi, but I still feel like we need a little bit more up front, because him and Ida are at 2 very similar levels in terms of overall, but Ida is considerably younger. But Furuhashi could be in here again. Oh, it's unselfish. It's Kuhn. Well, this is getting a bit too easy. 24 and 26 for Furuhashi. Kuhn's numbers this season have not been great, but I still want to keep him. I do still enjoy using him in the team. And he's double the lead here in the Old Firm derby. He's getting ready and warmed up for the final. I just realised, actually, speaking of Adamida, I forgot to put him on the bench for this, but it's fine. We can keep him fresh for the Scottish Cup final. Not to worry. But Rangers get the next attack, their first of the game. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, they're going to pull one back. Yes, they are. Poor defending. And it's 2-1. I have lost my last 2 home games to Aberdeen and to Hearts. So the championship stage was actually a little bit closer than I was expecting it to be. So maybe it's a good thing we did lose that footage. No, I'm joking. It's a shame because, as I say, there was some good stuff in there. But look, it is what it is. Rangers get the free kick here at an awkward angle, but it's Tavernier, who's quite decent at set pieces. Oh, what the hell am I doing here? Kuhn, what are you doing? Get rid of it! Ah! Clear it. Oh, they still have it. They still have it here, Rangers. Oh, he's offside. Oh, he's offside. It must have been narrow, though. It must have been narrow. We're still playing here. Okay. As soon as we take the free kick, apparently it's over. They get the next attack, though, and it's a solo run. Oh, and Marquis are right back. Oh, with a good tackle there. He's come off the bench, and he's stepped up. But it's another attack for Rangers. It's a long cross, and these can be very OP. Santos does really well there to intercept. That's brilliant from the midfielder. Are we going to get the attack? Oh, I think we are. Here's Dorado. Maida's in. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Days and Maida. Oh, good save by the keeper. And we're still playing. Ref! Oh, I don't know why I'm blaming the ref. It's the game I should be blaming. This is the longest highlight ever. Good tackle by Brooks, and it's still going! I won't complain if we score. Here's Santos. Dorado. Hatate. Come on. Let's get this third goal. Furuhashi. Ah. And now they decide to end the highlight. Oh, but we get the next one. A solo run. It looks like it's going to be Kyogo. He's clean through. It's going to be surely the clincher here. Furuhashi. Oh, I thought he missed it for a second, but he makes it 3-1. 20 minutes to go, and surely that is that. The title may already be sealed, but we wanted to win the battle as well as the war. And we could still make it even worse for Rangers here. Hatate. Furuhashi. Good save by the keeper. Well, was it? It was right, Adam, to be fair. But this could be the last attack of the game. Tom Lawrence on the ball. Over to Hadji. Brooks. Oh, caught out in possession there. Or caught out of position, I should say. Oh, it's the poxiest goal you'll ever see. Keeper couldn't handle it. Off the post. He was never going to miss from there. But thankfully, that is the final whistle. It is 3 points. Our first 3 points of the championship stage. And speaking of the championship, we have won the league. Well, it was already won before the game, but now we get to celebrate here in paradise. Rangers are no longer the record holders. It is Celtic who are now the outright most successful team in Scottish League football history. You can see what it means to the players. Actually, Johnston, I think, was taken off, so it doesn't look like our actual captain is going to get to lift the trophy, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, it's going to be Marquis, our backup right back, who's going to lift the fucking trophy. I tell you what, lads, I think I might make Brooks the captain next season. Nothing against Johnston, but I feel like Brooks is probably the most suitable captain. But listen, as long as it's a Celtic player, that's all that matters. For a 56th and record-breaking time, the champions of Scotland, Celtic Football Club. Glasgow is green and white, and so is Scotland. Another double is on for us. It's a player who's barely played lifting the trophy, but he does have good potential. Oh, that just reminded me as well. I have a bit of an update on the Ireland side of this career mode, just as I saw that flag. But we'll get on to that after these celebrations. Oh, lads, Celtic Park just looks so beautiful in this game. It really shouldn't have taken them this long to bring it into the game. Obviously, I know last year was when they introduced it, but the fact that it took them even that long to get it in the game is a disgrace. Same with Ibrox. The two Old Firm stadiums should have been in this game a long time ago, but I'm so glad they're in it now, and I'm so glad that we're winning trophies here. Celtic, champions of Scotland, yet again. And to confirm the final league table, 97 points, 11 points clear of Rangers in second place. So once again, we do go straight to the group stage, or the league phase, I should say, of the Champions League. And remember, lads, next season, the full Champions League season is going to be played on Ultimate, which is going to make it very, very difficult. But listen, I think it makes sense. We've had two very good seasons in the Champions League. To get to the quarterfinals in Season 2 was a lot more than I was expecting. So yeah, that's going to be the big challenge for us next season, and also to do 3 in a row. I know Celtic have won more than 3 in a row in real life, or would be more than 3 in a row if this was real life, is what I should say. But in terms of this series, it will be 3 in a row if we are to do it. And I'd like to get to that Centurion mark as well. It's quite annoying that we were only 1 win away from it, and as I say, we lost the 2 games in the Championship group stage. That's really frustrating, but next season it gives us something else to aim for. But really, really glad that we got the job done again. Now, to slightly bring the mood down a bit, obviously we are not just managing Celtic in this career mode, we are also managing the Republic of Ireland national team. And I've been speaking about this on the last few episodes, that even though we haven't shown a lot of that side of the career mode yet, I was waiting for us to qualify for an international tournament, but all we had were international friendlies. And as you can see here, the Men's International Cup is taking place, which is the World Cup, but they obviously don't have the license for it anymore. That's unfortunate for EA, losing the rights to the name FIFA. They also lose the rights, to the name of the World Cup. But yeah, as I said, we only had international friendlies. There was no World Cup qualifiers. Let's have a look through the groups. So you can see England in this group here, which you'd expect them to get through. Wales have also qualified for a World Cup, so back-to-back World Cups for them. A lot of my family are from Wales, so glad to see that they are taking part in this competition. Tough group though. Germany and Portugal there, you'd expect them to get through that group. Hungary and Morocco, I should say, have it all to play for. France, Norway, Ghana, Ukraine, decent group there. I could see any of those 3 teams below France finishing second. Netherlands, Romania, Iceland, Mexico, not too bad of a group there. And then the final group, Argentina, Italy, Czechia, and there is an Irish team there, but it's not the Republic of Ireland. It's Northern Ireland, who we don't manage. We manage Ireland. So yeah, we are not in the World Cup. They did not put us in the tournament, which is super annoying, and that also now means that we have to wait a further 2 years to qualify for a tournament, and that of course will be the Euros. Lads, I'm not going to lie, this has irritated me. I thought that they might have just put most of the nations into the World Cup and that we might have just gotten lucky and they might have just thrown us into it, but no, that is not the case. Oh, that's so annoying. I feel like that the Ireland part of this career mode has been completely neglected, but hopefully for the Euros we'll actually get some qualifiers, because they asked me to submit an international squad and I was like, oh, surely that means we're in the World Cup, but no, it just must mean that we have more friendlies coming up. So yeah, that's super frustrating, but as soon as any competitive international games come up, as I say, with the Euro qualifiers, then I will make sure that we have those played in separate episodes, because this is just as big a part of the career mode to me as Celtic. So yeah, this is annoying, but hopefully we'll have games coming up soon as Ireland manager. But after sealing the league title, we now look to seal the Scottish Cup once again against Rangers. Hopefully the double will be in our grasp for the second year running, and I am ready for this. We've made one change to the team. James Forrest is playing his final game of professional football, so I said I'd throw him in the starting 11, even at only 67 rated. The final time we'll get to use him. And in a game of this magnitude, hopefully he can put in one last good performance at Hampden Park, even though it's technically the Stadion Olympic. But listen, close enough, whatever. But that's something I do hope that we see more of over the next few years, is more stadiums in the likes of Scotland, Ireland, Wales being put into the game, because there's so many great stadiums that could be put in. Obviously Scotland, as I mentioned, you could put Hampden Park in. Ireland, the Aviva. Like, it's so frustrating that the Aviva Stadium in Dublin was the venue for the Europa League final last year and they still didn't put it in the game. It was really, really disappointing. In Wales, obviously, you have the Millennium Stadium. I know it doesn't get used an awful lot for football these days, but still, it's hosted FA Cup finals, it's hosted League Cup finals. Wales did play there quite a lot before the attendances dropped, so it's a game, or a stadium I should say, I would like to see in the game again. Oh, they've got Kings of Leon on the bench. Look, number 38. They've got a bloody musical band on the bench, a good band as well. Big fan of the Kings of Leon. But there's Maida, the man in form at the moment. Forrest, as you can see there, on the flank. Furuhashi up front. Ida is on the bench. He has unfortunately dropped 1 overall since getting injured, even though it was a broken nose. Surely that's not affected your footballing ability. As well, somebody asked me as well recently, why is Brooks number 80? I'll be honest, I just picked a random number when I was creating him, and I just never changed it, but I kind of like it. I like when players have unique numbers on the back of their jersey. And 80 just seems to suit Phil Brooks. But I tell you what else suits Phil Brooks is winners' medals, and hopefully he can pick up yet another one here. It's Rangers and Celtic yet again in the Scottish Cup final, and let's hope it's a similar result to what it was last season. As I say, full strength team, and Forrest. No offence to Forrest. But I thought, why not throw him into the starting 11 one last time, and hopefully he might be able to contribute to something as well. Hatate, good ball is it? Oh, it nearly was. And again, lads, I know I've already said it, but I can only apologise for losing that footage. It's really, really frustrating. I guarantee though, right, if it had been a boring ass bunch of games that we'd had, I guarantee it wouldn't have happened. It's only because I had arguably game of the series so far against Hibs. It was like, nah, do you know what? We're just going to get rid of that footage for you there, Joe, because fuck you. That's why. Honestly. But anyways, it is what it is. Here come Rangers now, running down the flank. Good tackle by Dorado, who's actually had quite a good season. He's gone a little bit under the radar in terms of the praise that I've given him. There was a time where he was a little bit complacent, but he quickly got over that. Oh, good run by Hatate. Oh, unlucky. He was looking to square it for Furuhashi. Oh, but Rangers got the luck of the bounce there. Is Hadji, who can be a very dangerous player. Yilmaz now. Oh, he's done really well there. Pullison, what are you doing? Oh my goodness me. That was my fault. I should have just cleared it. But we got out of jail there with a good save. I tell you what, lads, I'll give Rangers a bit of credit. They've kept us on our toes this year. They really have. I didn't think they'd give us as much of a challenge as they did. I know the league looks a little bit more comfortable now, but there were times where they kept us, as I say, on our toes. Furuhashi couldn't get there. And obviously after this game we'll show you the player stats and we'll have a look at who won some of the other tournaments, especially in Europe. Fenerbahce got to the Champions League semi-final in this, so Jose Mourinho is working wonders over in Turkey, it seems. Nearly half an hour gone here, no big chance yet for us. Rangers nearly had a very lucky chance there, only a few moments ago. Hatate, that's not where I wanted the ball to go. He had two of his compatriots there that he could have played it to, and it did not pick out the right one. Not the most exciting first half that you'll ever see. Oh, but Hatate's in again. Can he see Forrest? Oh, he nearly did. Oh, it'd be lovely to get Forrest a goal. And here he is again. Go on, have a go. Oh, it's deflected. Furuhashi's offside. He's offside. Oh, I got so excited. I saw the little symbol there in the corner. And the flag does go up. Unlucky. But still though, at least it's a chance that we've created, because this was not a very exciting half before that. But I'm intrigued to see how next season goes, and I'm very much looking forward to getting into the transfer window and bringing in some new players. I kind of know some of the areas I want to improve. Sessegnon loses it there. Tell you what, left back. Oh, could be one of those positions. And Pullison with another big save. Well, Rangers might feel like they should be winning this game. Hadji will whip in this corner. 5 minutes to go before the halftime break. And they are winning this game. It's 1-0 to Rangers. And I have to say, it's nothing more than they deserve. It's the fashionista himself. It's the best joke I could think of. Good ball in by Hadji. He's absolutely outdone Forrest there. That's what I get for being sentimental in this game. It's a good finish. Keeper though, should be doing a little bit better with that. But it's 1-0 to Rangers. Oh, and we've given it away straight away. Well, this was not in the script. This was not in the script. Oh, and they're in again. I don't believe it. Brooks! It's 2-0. It's 2-0 to Rangers. Well, that jersey may as well say Vinicius Jr. He's absolutely torn us apart here. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any more stressful. We're now 2-0 down in a cup final. But by the law of averages, Rangers probably are due a win in this fixture. Especially in a cup final. And it's 2-0 at half time. That was not what we were expecting. And Forrest, I'm really sorry. You're coming off, lad. That's what I get for being sentimental. Kuhn, it's time for you to come on. And you know what? Adamida, it's your time to shine. This is the fixture that he seems to thrive in. Well, he thrives in many of the fixtures, but you know what I mean. He seems to specialise in cup finals against Rangers. And we really, really need him to shine here, because this is not looking good. Oh, that's a fucking poor ball, Maida. What are you doing? What are we doing? We're still hungover from celebrating the league. Here's Santos. Oh my god, this is not going well at all. Oh, I did not think he was going to get there. And I passed it. Rangers now running down the left-hand side. Johnston caught out of position. Having to track back. Yilmaz. Oh, they could seal it here, Rangers. Good interception. Santos looking to go on another good run. Come on, lad. Oh, well done. Well done. Calm down. Calm. Is he onside? Think he is. Yes, he is. Adamida, 2-1. Okay. Calm. Calm. Let's just calm down. Adamida, back from injury. Another goal in a cup final against Rangers. That's what we brought him on for. Maida, unselfish. Ida with the finish. Celtic back in this final. And breathe. And breathe. Half an hour to go. Brooks looking to intercept that, but unable to get there. Oh, we've been left wide open here. Pullison makes a good save. Come on. Let's get this attack going. Hitate. Out to Maida. Arguably player of the season. Good ball. Adamida. It's in for Kuhn. It's the two substitutes who've brought us back from the dead. Adamida with a goal and an assist. And Kuhn, who's not had the best season goal scoring wise, has turned up when it mattered most. Butland trying to get things going again. But we have brought this game back on level terms. Master substitutions at half-time, if I do say so myself. But still, there's a long way to go. But the double is still on. It's Rangers 2, Celtic 2. Kuhn with the goal. Sorry, I thought my phone was ringing there for a second. My bad. It was distracting me. It was my alarm. There we go. Don't know why I had an alarm set. Oh, for this time. Oh, what's going on here? Pullison. I tell you what, it nearly distracted me and cost me a goal there, the alarm. Sorry if you could hear that as well. It's copyrighted music as well, so I hope it couldn't. I hope the mic didn't pick it up. What a ball! Oh! What a goal! And it's 3-2! This game has completely turned on its head! What a ball that was by Maida! Look at this! Ida then with the first time finish. Butland could get nowhere near it. I'm losing my bloody voice here. Adam Ida with a beautiful finish. He just loves playing against Rangers in the Scottish Cup final. Joe Turl punching the air. Big sigh of relief for him. I'm referring to myself as a different person there. That's weird. But anyways, 20 minutes to go and it's 3-2. But they're on the attack here, Rangers. Oh, I shouldn't have switched player there. Oh, it's a very good tackle. Oh my god, what a tackle, but Brooks loses it. But it goes back to Dorado, who I think actually did make that tackle. And we could seal it here. I'll tell you what, they're being caught out here at the back, Rangers. Very, very poor defensively. Good save though by Jack Butland. Let's leave that go out for the corner. Oh, I need to catch my breath. Christie can come on for Santos. He can whip it in this corner as well. God, I really am losing my voice. But let's put Christie on this corner. And let's see if we can get the fourth goal, which surely would clinch it. Oh, and it was Brooks who won the header. It's asking me to bring on McGregor, but we'll wait a while. Don't think we need to make any changes right now. 13 minutes to go. Can we see this out? Oh, Maida nearly got the interception on that. Here's Dowell. Sutton Young looking a bit tired. Oh, Brooks. Caught napping there. Pullison with another good save. And that's going to go out for our throw-in. And you know what? I think I will make a change now. Run down the clock. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make my last two changes, to be fair. No, I'm gonna hold on to one of them. I'm actually gonna bring on Scales at left back. He has done a job there before for us. No offense to Valet, just something slightly more defensive. Let's just run down this clock. Ryan Sessegnon can come off. Liam Scales can come on. Oh, Carter Vickers, I thought he was going to lose that there for a sec. Let's put it out to Scales. Good ball by Brooks. And Scales with a lovely ball over to Maida. Ida's on a hat-trick. Good header over to Ryan Christie. Dorado. Back to Christie. Here's Hatate. Scales. Hatate. Oh, we still have it. Oh, Ida's going to be offside. No, he's not. He's on. Oh, the fullback was playing him on. Oh, no, he wasn't. He would have been offside. He would have been offside. And you know what? That's where I'm going to take the opportunity to make another change. Carter Vickers is knackered. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put McGregor at left back. I did that in one of the games. I did that in one of the games where the footage got lost, and it worked quite well. So Brooks and Scales will be the centre backs. McGregor can go to left back. Again, let's just run down this clock. Cameron Carter-Vickers leaves the pitch as McGregor enters it. Only a minute to go of normal time. The Celtic fans singing as per usual. Only 2 added minutes. Rangers, can they get one last attack? Dorado looks to intercept. They've gone back too far. I tell you what, if that was us, I'd have been fuming, but thankfully it wasn't. Celtic have pulled off one of the most incredible comebacks, I can't speak, in a Scottish Cup final. From 2-0 down to 3-2 up. 3 goals in 12 minutes. Adam Ida with a brace. And the double is yet again heading to Celtic Park. Oh, I tell you what, lads, I need a nap after this. Literally, I have come on to record this like 10 minutes after realising that all the footage had been lost from what was supposed to be the episode you're watching right now. This wasn't supposed to happen till Friday. But thankfully the green and white ribbons are on the Scottish Cup again, and Johnston will get to lift the trophy this time. Oh my god. Relief. Relief. That's the main feeling right now. As Alistair Johnston, the Canadian himself, lifts the Scottish Cup for Celtic. Another double. 2 more trophies to add to the cabinet. We're going to have to get more room for these trophies, lads. But the main one that I want now is the Champions League. I still feel like it's a few seasons away. I don't think next season is going to be the season, but I want to keep getting as close as possible. Last 16 in Season 1, quarterfinals in Season 2, what will happen in Season 3, but at least we know that we are capable of winning these trophies. Although, winning the Scottish Cup and winning the Champions League, not exactly the same thing, but still, this team knows what it's like to win together. And that's only going to get stronger over the next few years. Oh, lads, I need to lie down. I need to lie down. And here is that confirmation, a 3-2 win over Rangers. Lads, with the way I was feeling going into that game, I thought, crap, have I gone into this recording too soon for this episode? Because I wanted to get a recording done ASAP after what happened to the footage that I've lost that I keep talking about. I thought I'd cost us a Scottish Cup by rushing into it, but we made the subs at half-time, and thankfully we did end up bringing home the Scottish Cup to seal yet another double. Now let's have a look at who won the European trophy. So let's actually start with the Super Cup. I don't think we checked that. It was Borussia Dortmund won that 2-1 over Frankfurt, so an all-German affair won by the team based out of Dortmund. The Conference League was won by Aston Villa, 3-2 against Fiorentina, so congratulations to Aston Villa, who we have, of course, played against in this series already. The Europa League did not go to an English team. This time it was an Italian team beating an English team, so the opposite of what happened in the Conference League final. Inter Milan beating Arsenal 4-3 on penalties after a 4-4 draw. What a game that would have been. I really don't like that crest, though. Oh, lads, I know I keep going on about it, but the fact that both Milan teams are not in this game, are not licensed in this game, it's criminal. And I'm not a fan of the generic crests and the names of the teams. It's just not good. It's just not. And in the Champions League final, once again, it was an English team playing an Italian team, so the Premier League and Serie A are completely running away with things right now, but it was won by Man City on penalties. Hopefully in real life though, the charges might catch up with them, and this is the closest they'll get to winning another European Cup. But honest to God, that's so annoying that they haven't fixed that. This game has had I don't know how many updates, and they still haven't fixed the Europa League backdrop being behind the Champions League trophy. That's really annoying. But I thought this was interesting as well though. Fenerbahce getting to the Champions League semi-final gives me a bit of hope that we can do that as well. You know, the Turkish league might be a little bit ahead of the Scottish league, but neither league is known for getting to the latter stages of the Champions League. So they've given us a bit of hope there, Fenerbahce, but unfortunately it was Man City who ended up winning the Champions League. Don't like to see that. But now it's time to look at some of the player stats here at the end of the season. Appearance-wise, Pullison with the most. I think he only missed one game, and that was in the Scottish Cup. Played every league game, every Champions League game, and he's now at an 82 rating, which is great to see. Johnston played 50 games, Hatate with 49, Brooks 48, Coombe with 45, and then it gets a bit spread out the more we go down. Goal scoring wise, Kyogo Furuhashi, 35 goals. It's so weird, right? Because I love Kyogo Furuhashi, I really do. But I still feel like we need a striker who's a bit more powerful. Now, the numbers speak for themselves. 25 and 26 in the league, 9 and 14 in the Champions League, and a goal in the Scottish Cup as well. That did come in the semi-final. He's done really well, there's no doubt about it. But he is 31 years old. He's not going to go up much more in his overall. And there is a striker I would really like to bring into this team. Whether I'll be able to do it this summer or not remains to be seen, but I do have an idea of somebody who I'd like to bring in to lead the line. Adamita, though, as you can see, considerably younger than Furuhashi, 32 goals and 34 appearances, did miss 2 months of action through injury, but still the numbers did not slow down for him, which is good to see. 18 and 22 in the league, 12 and 11 in the Champions League, and 2 goals in the Scottish Cup, both of them coming in the final. Maida, I love this man so much. 26 and 43, 19 assists as well on top of that. He is an absolute star in this team. Love to see it. Christie doing really well, 14 and 9. Kuhn with 10 and 9. So yeah, he actually did okay numbers wise towards the end, but I felt like he was stuck on very low numbers for the majority of the season, but towards the end he's made up for it, and I still want to keep him in this team. Palma, who doesn't play every game, 10 goals and 4 assists, so he's still chipping in anytime he comes onto the pitch. 7 and 18 for Hatate, 6 and 15 for Santos, 3 and 1 for Brooks, 3 and 1 for Sessegnon, Yang with 3 and 3, Johnston with 3 assists, Dorado with 12, which is good to see, and it gets a bit more spread out as we go down. A lot of these players are only loaned out because we couldn't sell them. Youth players get put on very high wages in this game, so the only way I can sell them is by loaning them out with the option to be sold and paying their wages whilst they're out on loan. So hopefully a lot of these lads who we're not planning on bringing back will get sold, especially some of these Irish players, because sometimes when you sell youth players they shoot up an overall, so that'll be very good for the Ireland part of this career mode. But I wouldn't mind some of them coming back to the club and being a part of the Celtic squad as well, so we'll just have to wait and see. It is annoying though how it doesn't tell you how much they've grown by. You have to remember how much they were when you loaned them out and what they are when they come back. It's quite frustrating. I do know that Ward has gone up by 3 overall this season at Southampton, so that's good to see. He's somebody I'd love to implement into this team at some stage, this Celtic team, because he does look like a future star. And yeah, lads, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I apologise if I sound all over the place. You've no idea how bloody annoying it was to have gotten all that footage and then to lose it. Oh, it's really frustrating, considering that, you know, I feel like this would have been the perfect Friday episode, you know, to end the season and then to start season 3 next week. But to look on the bright side, now we get to start season 3 a little bit earlier, which will be on Friday. We will do some transfer business as well. If we just have a quick look at the team here, this is how the squad is currently looking. I'm thinking we go for another midfielder. I think that's something we could definitely do with. Hatate is good, Santos is good, so is Christie, so is McGregor, but I feel like we need a proper star in the midfield. Santos, I think, will get there at some stage. I do like Hatate as a squad player, but Christie and McGregor are going to start going down quite soon, so that is an area I will look at. Tempted to go for a new left back as well. Sessegnon been okay, but he does get tired very quickly, and I've had my eye on a few other left backs as well. Maybe another centre back. Carter Vickers, 28 years old, he's not going to grow much more, and I wouldn't mind playing Brooks on the right hand side of the defence and bringing in another left footed centre back. And as I said, Furuhashi, love him to bits, but I wouldn't mind a striker in the low to mid 80s, and there's somebody who I have my eye on that we'll talk a bit more about on Friday. But if you do have any suggestions for signings, lads, please do let me know. I'll be more than happy to look into any of the players that you suggest. The start of season 3, as I say, will be on Friday, the same time, 7 p.m. UK and Irish time. Mark your calendars, and hopefully I will see you there. If you did enjoy this video, please like it and consider subscribing to the channel, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.